This is my backyard. The tide is coming up.
When Kathy Blake bought a waterfront home on Hoopers Island, this isn't what she had in mind.
It's miserable. You feel hopeless because when you look outside and you see the water coming up over everything that you own, and it's getting destroyed slowly, almost daily, you feel hopeless. There's nothing you can do about it.
Every year the tides get higher. Her home was inundated last year twice.
We're fighting a losing battle. I know at some point it's going to flood and we're not going to be able to come back here.
Yeah, we got a fair amount of water here.
In Chesapeake Bay, a sign of things to come. Holland Island, once a thriving community of 500 people, has all but disappeared.
There was a forest here. It sounds like I'm making this up, but I used to take 7th and 8th graders marching through the trees and look at the old house. I used to play baseball right here in this yard, and now it's just open water.
The land here has been slowly sinking since the end of the last ice age. Climate change is accelerating the process, with rising waters and more frequent storms.
And this is the last of the tombstones on Holland that have not washed into the bay.
Well, this is one of the more stark examples of the way climate change is impacting on the world we live in. All of this just a year ago was dry land, and at this rate, within a decade, this whole island, once a thriving community, will have gone into the bay. But here in Trump Heartland, the issue of climate change isn't making a splash.
Not really. Not really. I know it should, but it doesn't.
Under Trump's presidency, the US has rolled back emission standards for cars, power plants and drilling. He plans to open up Alaska to oil and gas and pull America out of the Paris Climate Accord, blowing a hole in global efforts to act.
It's not to say that the Paris Agreement would go away if Trump won a second term. It just probably wouldn't go much further.
Joe Biden's pledged $2.7 trillion to reduce emissions. He'll decarbonise electricity by 2035 with help from nuclear power, all to hit net zero emissions by 2050.
And it represents far and away the greatest spending levels and the most ambitious targets that any American president has ever laid out for climate policy.
The issue of climate change may not swing this election,
As long as I don't get my hair wet.
but the election result could impact generations to come. David Lipson, ABC News, Maryland.